Hey guys, I just finished watching Breaking Bad Season 5, Episode 2. It's called Madrigal. Why? I don't know. But it was pretty good. So we begin this episode with what... Did I hallucinate that? What looks to be... Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't hallucinate something. Okay. So this episode starts with a guy who I'm guessing is in connection with the ring somehow, with the Gus ring. He's a French man, and he ends up killing himself because the police are investigating people. So this girl comes from nowhere, and she's like, hey, Mike, I need you to kill these 11 people who are involved in the ring because this cannot catch up with me. So in doing that, Mike's like, no, everybody's solid. Nobody's going to say anything. This is good. We're all fine. Calm down. Relax. And she is like super, like you can see with her demeanor, like in the restaurant, she doesn't want to sit next to Mike. She's like, you face that way. I'm facing this way. We'll talk like this. He's like, it's not that serious. Act normal. If you act guilty, you're going to be guilty. You'll be perceived as guilty. So act fucking normal. And she couldn't. Meanwhile, Walt is creating a fake cigarette to trick Jesse. Because we found out last episode that Walt had Saul orchestrate stealing the cigarette with the poison in it. He had Saul orchestrate stealing that. And Jesse is like kind of having this like panicky thing where he's like, some innocent person is going to come across that cigarette and smoke the fuck out of it, thinking it's a free cigarette somewhere. I have to find it. And Walt's dumb, weird ass is like, no, it'll be okay, Jesse. You're fine. I'm sure it's in the garbage or it dropped in your locker and it burned up. And Jesse's like, no shot. There is no way that's what happened to it. I have to find it. And Walt's like, fine. I'll come over to your place and help you look. So Walt goes over to Jesse's house and he's like, okay, like we're looking. Meanwhile, he has this fake cigarette. So what he does at some point is he drops it so the little Swiffer mop, the little robotic mop can pick up the fake poisonous cigarette. So, Walt's like, have you checked your little robotic sweeper? Jesse's like, I checked it like 3 times. So Walt's like, check it again. You know, you never know. Jesse checks it. Oh, the cigarette's there. So Jesse starts crying because, okay, we're really going to get into this, okay? Jesse starts crying because his entire career with Walt, the weird motherfucker that Walt is, always berating Jesse, always making him feel like less than, always making him feel like shit, just going off on him, treating him like fucking trash, like all of that shit, all of that like came to like the culmination of all of that hit Jesse, and he was like, damn, the finding the cigarette in the robot just validated all the shit that Walt would say about Jesse. Like at this point, Walt is gaslighting Jesse. He's gaslighting his reality to the point where, you know, Jesse cleaned and looked at this thing 3 times and it wasn't there. And now Walt fucking put it there. So now Jesse's like, what the absolute fuck? I'm just as dumb as you've always said. I'm a fucking dumbass. How would I miss that? That doesn't make sense that I would even miss that. So Walt is just very much a fucking awful person. He's just disgusting. Like, he's really out here ruining people's psyches, ruining people's lives. Like, Jesse has no one. And after the Jane thing, yeah, that is because of Walt. That is because of Walt, yes. It's so sad to watch. And Jesse is so loyal. It is so sad to watch. Let me plug a little Attack on Titan thing. Okay. Let me plug a little Attack on Titan thing. Isayama said Jesse is kind of the character he created Falco after. So we see in Attack on Titan that Falco is super, you know, loyal and trustworthy and like open and honest with Aaron. So in the situation, Aaron is the Walt. Right? Aaron is this guy who doesn't have Falco's best interest at heart, right? He's gonna fuck over the whole town. Aaron Yeager is the Walt. That's the Jesse Walt dynamic, Falco and Aaron. Very interesting. Just thought I'd say that. Moving on to Mike. Mike is really smart. Love Mike. I don't know how they're gonna kill this character off. How do you kill off an assassin type character? The only way to do so is to get a character to catch him off guard when he's with his granddaughter. That's the only way to really kill someone like Mike. He gets questioned by the police, by Hank, blah, blah, blah. Hank did his due diligence. Like, he's like, you have a bank account in your granddaughter's name. She's got $2 million? Huh? How'd that happen? Is your granddaughter the mastermind behind Gus Fring? And Mike is solid as a fucking steel drum. He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying. I don't need a lawyer, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Money, I don't know anything about money. Gus, it just worked for the man. Didn't know anything about him. Anyways, moving on. And we find out that the laptop was fully encrypted, so they kind of destroyed it for no reason, but it's better to be safe than sorry, so they destroyed it. Whatever, but let's just hope. I don't know whose side you guys are on, the police or the drug dealers, whatever. I'm still going to say what I'm saying. Let's just hope that they didn't leave any clues behind that'll lead to them, especially if the whole trip was meaningless anyway to destroy the laptop. If that was meaningless, Jesus. And lastly, Mike remains a goated character. He keeps warning Jesse about Walt. He's like, dude, this guy is a fucking ticking time bomb. Like, the fact that you can't see that makes me so worried for you. It's awful. It's really bad. But, you know, at the end of the day, the DEA is taking everyone's money person by person. They probably took the $2 million from, Mike, from his granddaughter by now, probably. So, of course, Mike is going to want to get back into the business, which Walt offers him. Walt and Jesse offered him. Saul is like, guys, you guys barely made it through this whole thing by the skin of your teeth. You're alive. You might be broke, but you're alive. You bought a car wash. You'll make that money back. Just live normal. Fuck. But it's not enough for Walt. I don't know what Jesse gets out of it. Just being with Walt, I guess, since he has no one else. And Mike is about to lose his money. So, of course. And fucking girl, I forgot her name that quick, sending some dumbass to go kill people one by one, the 11 names. What an idiot. She fucked up because now the investigation is going to get even, closer to the remaining people. You can't, come on now. If you're the only bitch who was involved in it, who wasn't killed, process of elimination, you're the bitch who killed the other people. Well, I guess it helps that, no one will be alive to talk. But you think a jury isn't gonna, think that it's suspicious that you're the only one who survived, who was involved, who was allegedly involved? No, you're gonna get your ass cooked and you're gonna go your ass to jail, period. Not only that, but along with everything I've already said, she was just dumb. She was just careless. She was too scared. Honestly, in real life, I don't know if I'd be like, kill so-and-so, kill so-and-so, but I would be that scared, paranoid bitch. I would be like, don't sit next to me at the restaurant, blah, blah, blah. I would be her. I don't think I'd be able to just be stealth in the midst of all of that. But, whatever. And so now let's get on to, so the Jesse crying over Walt successfully gaslighting him was the second most heartbreaking scene in that episode. The first most heartbreaking scene in the episode was Skylar is terrified of Walt. She's terrified of him. And he gets in the bed. He's groping her. He's kissing her. He's like, you'll get used to it. of course, right now, it's all seeming like too much, but eventually you'll get used to it. She's absolutely horrified. She's scared. She's disgusted. And it's disgusting to watch. Like, I just feel my skin crawl. I hate his hands. His hands don't look nice. I don't know. Like, ew. I don't know. We'll see what happens next. Let's see what happens next. I'm really invested in Mike's story. I'm really, really invested in Mike. So let's just see how this goes. I already know some shit's gonna go down because Walt, as Mike said, is a ticking time bomb. So let's see how this guy fucks shit up.